There you go. Now we're going back on again. So it just
Awesome.
it crashed. So you might tell people I'm live now on a new stream link. It just crashes once in a while. We'll do that. Don't know why it does that since this panel is now closed. Let me go ahead and open up the new panel. All right, and
I'll post links. Hold on, I'll share links. Go to Keldoge's general. Had to start a new stream. Come say hi. I'm on panel.
what notice is this? Oh, that's interesting here. I never seen that one before. Okay.
Hey
Hi.
guys, we're back. Hi.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. OBS crashed. That's what it was. It does that once in a great while. And sorry about that. That's probably one of the reasons why I apologize for that. It happens. Sometimes the OBS will get stuck in some strange mode and never recover. The newer OBS is even worse. They I don't know why, but it's true. The newer OBS is even worse. It crashes even worse than the older OBS.
Why is that, Michelle? Do you know?
Well, like Michael Frayer Jr. said, the problem is the new OBS is they added so much extra crap to it that some of the things break, and could be a plugin. It could be anything. And so I don't really know why it does that. But so anyway, like I said, we were talking before I had to restart OBS. Is we're talking about the community thing, and originally it started out as a mental exercise, which it still is kind of. But where would you really want to set up though? Because I mean, maybe Kentucky's not your thing.
I hate to say it, Michelle. I really am partial to Ohio. I kind of set a ground rule. I'm not leaving this place until I have certain people in my life go to the great beyond. And once they go to the great beyond,
Well, I know.
then I'm a free agent, and then I can leave. But until they go to the
Yeah, I know
great
you and
beyond,
Keldoge are definitely going to be a couple. So maybe Ohio would be a good choice. I did see some inexpensive houses with land in Ohio.
Ohio has okay. So funny enough, Michelle, I was talking to my family members about land because my uncle owns a lot of land, and we were talking about parcels and things like that. And he has enough parcels where he can have like 3 dwellings on the amount of parcel space. And I was like, Jesus. And he was like, yeah, I'm never gonna do that because a house is just gonna increase, a bill for me when the land I already own, and the land per parcel I think is like $67,000 or something insane like that. It's a very astronomically high price right now. He was like, yeah, it's like a gold mine. Why would I ever build on it? He's like,
So his goal is he wants to keep a wildlife refuge.
No, he just wants to have a bunch. He wants a farm. When he got this place, he bought it for the land, not the house. The house is a fixer-upper. But the land
you would be interested in at least renting out the house? Because we kind of want to fix it up.
I mean, him and his family live in it, and I don't think you want to live with them, Michelle.
Oh, okay.
They're crazy. My cousin is autistic, and her ass literally demands for money and bucks. That's her new thing. She really likes money. She doesn't really understand how it works.
In all reality, to keep wheels on a travel trailer park model it's sitting in place. It's going to sink in the mud. The tires are going to dry rot. They're going to basically puncture because of dry rot. You're going to lose air. Those kind of situations, if it's going to be sitting stationary, you really need to have a good pad to put them on, and perhaps supporting the travel trailer / park model on a concrete blocks underneath it, because if you don't, the tires are going to let air out, and then you're going to fall right onto the axles, and then it's going to destroy the axles in different completely. So but
like a structure like concreted in. I feel like that, like, I don't know, maybe I'm not an expert here. Isn't a house or a dwelling with a very solid foundation more ideal?
Concrete slab
I don't know.
Concrete slab is used in a lot of modern houses now, because you don't have to dig a basement.
There we go. See, Michelle, I'm not a
also, those
contractor.
10x12 sheds are actually, you just roll them onto a concrete pad, or maybe onto a cinder blocks.
Oh my gosh, yes, Michelle. Okay. When I was a kid, I grew up in a trailer park, right?
Right.
And there was a lady next to us, like my next door neighbor. She was old. She was awesome. She would give us popsicles. She was a great lady. Anyways, she was a smoker, and she smoked with an oxygen tank. Dun dun dun. Well, needless to say,
her cigarettes didn't last very long.
Michelle, me and my mother were awoken to boom, 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 boom. Someone pounding on.
Well, remember one thing. Oxygen itself is not explosive. It makes everything else explosive.
She caused a huge ass fire, and we were sleeping through it. And our neighbors had to come, like, rescue us because it was a windy day and it could, potentially blow over to our trailer.
Right,
so we had to watch this old lady's trailer burned to cinders. And it was so crazy because you totally, like, gave me a memory flashback. Because, okay, when the trailer was gone and everything, there was just a bunch of cinder blocks and a concrete slab. And I used to play on that thing, and it was like like a secret base after her trailer was gone.
Yeah, well, that's one of the things that there was a guy next door that used to have COPD, and he was on oxygen too, and he had both high pressure cylinders at 3,000 psig and oxygen concentrator, and he was a smoker also, and he was clumsy, and I told him, I said, Ron, each one of your tanks has enough pressure behind it that it will go through a cinder block wall. Make sure the motherfuckers are chained up. I'm not kidding you. Because, like I said, this guy was a klutz. Well, I guess he decided to move out because people really were starting to grow very uncomfortable with all those oxygen tanks sitting in his apartment. Yeah.
Moral of the story is, if you're an old lady, oh my God, please don't smoke around your pressurized tanks.
If she ever knocked one of those things over and the valve stem snapped, it'll go through her trailer like a missile.
Also, in this trailer, we were talking about frozen pipes. I guess my dad insulated this trailer poorly. And I guess I was just used to it as a kid, but I haven't seen a frozen toilet since then. But seeing a fully frosted, like the inside was ice.
Oh yeah.
It was the craziest thing. I was like, oh my God, Mom. And this was just her normal shit at this point. She was like, you get hot water and you pour it down there, kid.
That's one of the reasons why in the design of the setup I was considering is that we would have a central utilities building where the boilers, water cylinders, bathrooms, kitchen would be, so that that building could keep all the water and electric and gas consistently all wrapped in one place so that the pipes wouldn't freeze. Whereas, yeah, if you had a 10 by 12, and unless you have a composting toilet or maybe an internal water system up like above the foundation where at least it's warm, your plumbing is going to freeze. And unfortunately, because the wintertime, your pipes supplying the cabins would freeze. The question is should the tenants have their own internal water storage tank, cistern, and then followed by their own individual domestic water pump? That would pump water from the tank into the showers, toilets, sinks. And that's what we did with one travel trailer we had. We had a travel trailer that way because the original owner prior to it knackered the plumbing on it enough that it was a mess. So what we did was he kept the original freshwater tank, but the hose barb that went to the outside, the original diverter valve was gone. So what we did was we would have it fill up the big hose tank with the garden hose. And then when the tank was full, we would disconnect the garden hose and roll it up. And then we would have been running off the water tank that was in the trailer.
Michelle, I have a question for you.
What's that?
Would you ever be interested in a game like Sim City or like a design game?
Actually play Sim City. I play City Skylines.
I think that would be awesome to watch on stream, Michelle. I think because somebody said in your comments,
I have City
right
Skylines still installed on the PC. Yeah, it's
Michelle Marie Dalene, you should have been a city planner. I think that would be so cool to watch you design your own little Michelle city.
That's where it's kind of related to what I was showing you what the planning I was doing with Grok. There's a lot of work.
Yeah.
I'm going
it's
in
really
design,
interesting, y'all.
Looking at cost analysis, realities. Like one of the ideas was maybe if we had hot water heat going to each cabin, with a hot water baseboard. And obviously realizing, should we be using water or should we be using food grade antifreeze instead of using hot water? And looking at the design, it was decided it might be just cheaper to go with propane because each cabin could have their own little propane, little wall furnace to heat up the cabin. Because propane doesn't freeze,
Okay, Michelle, here's my question. I'm looking at the compound one with the 3 solar panels, the cabins kind of in a star formation.
Yeah.
Are the bathrooms going to be private or are they just going to be open? Like, are we going to have our own little set?
Each is going to be its own complete little facility. So each one has its own sink, shower, and tub shower with the appropriate handicapped accessible requirements for the Americans with Disabilities Act. And so even the cast iron tub would still have grab bars because somebody may need that. Maybe we can even have an individual shower too for those that insist on taking showers instead of baths. So
also, I want a greenhouse. I'm gonna make more demands here. I think we should have a greenhouse too.
We could have a
The
greenhouse on
greenhouse
the side.
isn't that expensive.
Not necessarily. It depends what you're making it out of. I mean, you can make a greenhouse using just some 2x4s and some, polyethylene plastic. If you want to start cheap,
you could get one of those walk-in greenhouses.
Yeah, I've seen those too.
Between $80 and $84. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, they're probably similar to what I'm talking about. They probably just fold out and you just probably like a tent. Yeah.
Or even these little backyard for $2,000. That's not terrible either. $300. See, this is where I'm like, I wish I did have land. That sucks.
This is why I'm looking for the land that's cheap. I was like, the cheapest way to go is to find a piece of land with a house on it. Here's why. You're already going to have access to water. You're going to have access to a septic system or city sewer. You're probably going to have access to mains power. So, which means, unlike having to run all new lines and pipes and stuff, you just use what's already there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I kind of.
So let's say, for example, a solar panel setup I wanted to do. Let's say the battery runs down because it's been rainy for a couple of days. If your setup is like my setup here is, immediately it switches to the mains and charges the batteries in the mains, and everything's running off the utility company. Okay? And then when the battery is full, it switches back to the battery system. Which is a lot better than having to worry about starting up a generator and all that. You could just... utility company just provides you with the emergency backup energy.
Michelle, I need to become a millionaire. I want this compound thing to be like my sibling has always talked about this.
I'd like to see this thing come to fruition too, but
I do too.
Here's the thing. Each of us is going to have to contribute financially to it because I can't afford to bankroll the whole thing.
Oh, Michelle, neither can I. I am in no state. I am not joking you. Brittany works paycheck to paycheck and then is just here.
I did find a house in Kentucky because I didn't think about looking in Ohio, but I did find a house in Kentucky on 1.1 acres of land, owner financing $40,000, but the house needs a little love. It's a little beat up, but it has all electric. No gas, city water. I don't know about fiber internet, but
yeah, that is a consideration. Just get a really big ass house, even bigger. You could go bigger than 3 bedrooms. Go 6 maybe, and then maybe modify the building so it's kind of like
right. Exactly. That saves you money because you don't have to build the structure completely from scratch. You just use what you got.
It doesn't sound terrible either. Just as long as if you were pounding on the walls, Michelle, I'd be like, Michelle, you're a little loud, girl. I don't know.
I don't know how many bathrooms it had though. They had 2.
We would probably have to modify it.
But they were modern fiberglass tubs, though. Yeah, they suck.
I am lucky, Michelle. I have a cast iron tub, and so I kind of feel
you know what I'm talking
the same way.
Think about this. Here's what I like about the cast iron tubs. When I'm ready to get out, I grip the sides and I can stand. And when I get in the tub, I do the opposite. I still grip the sides and then I slowly let myself down into the water. I don't have to go, boom.
Well,
because I got a good solid
Michelle,
grip on the sides.
I feel like it keeps the heat. I feel like a not like a ceramic tub. Like if you wanted a really hot bath, I feel like the cast iron tubs keep the heat in the tub longer.
They do.
And then I'm like cooking in a little tub. I am a huge Lush girly. I love bath bombs. I've loved the bath since I was born.
Yeah, but here's the thing, guys. It's 1.4 acres of land. I'm sorry, 1.1 acres of land. It has a house on it. The house is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Okay, so it's actually has city water and city electric. So probably has city septic as well. Which means good news is you don't have to dig a well. You don't have to set up a septic system. And you're not going to totally be in the dark because it has city electric. So which means conveniently enough, at least it's pretty much ready to just live in it. And then you can arrange, if there is excess of city gas, great. If not, get a couple 250-gallon torpedoes in the backyard and have your propane cook stove, maybe replace it with either propane or heating oil boiler with hot water heat. And then maybe set up air conditioners in each of the rooms. It didn't even show if we had air conditioning. So yeah. There's nothing wrong with communal living. Hello, M60. How you doing? I left you some messages in the DM today. You might want to look at those. We had a network crash. That's why I had to restart. So if you wonder why we had to start out the stream with part 2, OBS got stuck and crashed on me. And so this is part 2. Part 1 was good. No drama, no nasty stuff. Just I got a donation from Bloomhilda for $50. That was wonderful. Help put some money in towards the super chat, super things, super stickers. I got some gems this morning.
I donated $5 to make it $55.
No, thank you. I know you did. Thank you.
No problem, Michelle.
This month
you deserve it. You bring a smile on my face. So
right.
$5 is worth it for me.
I know Cal Doge likes the show too.
Yep. Cal Doge has been watching.
Yeah, I know.
He's just so busy. Like the time difference, Michelle, when you're up right now, they're 4 hours behind. So what time is it right now?
Yeah.
Like 7 a.m. So if he's up, he's been up all night. He's not an early morning
He tried to talk on the
wake-upper.
group of 10 with Gidgey and Moose, and it kind of just went sideways. Just to see. I'm sure Keldoge will give you a 411 later.
A debriefing.
In fact, it upset me so much that I temporarily muted that channel and temporarily walked away from it because I just couldn't deal with it.
Like a bad bitch does. That's what I would do, Michelle. You know how many Discords I just mute and I'm like, I don't have a time for this.
Well, yeah, I mute a lot of Discords that I don't always watch them, but in this case it was a DM I muted because I just didn't want to deal with all the yelling. They weren't yelling on my Discord. They were just yelling at Keldoge, and he was trying to speak up in my defense, and these people were just going after him.
Not Michelle. Keldoge is a big boy. He's got this. I trust him.
So I decided
with my life.
I just quietly said, I'm ducking out of here for now, and I just muted it until I turn it on again, because I don't want to. I hate the yelling. Guys. So not everybody likes the changes to the channel.
I don't think, unless you're, and this is my autistic perspective, right? Unless you're the one yelling, no autistic person wants to hear yelling. It's so loud. It makes me want to plug my ears up and not, I just don't want to listen to it. I don't want to hear it. It annoys me. It doesn't matter what the context is. I instantly get annoyed when I start hearing
Yeah, my hackles go up big time. And the thing is that I don't like to yell at people either. But trust me, if I start screaming at you, I have a good reason. I just usually just like to just avoid it. One a person had the nerve to call me delusional, and like I said this morning, I said, "Excuse me, I'm not delusional." As I said in the morning show, when I started the show, I take care of everyday stuff just like everybody else here on YouTube. You know, I just do the best I can. Okay, Senior said, Michelle, are you talking about tiny homes and mobile homes? Do they have to be chained down? Hurricanes and heavy wind? Good question. Craig, let me say this. In the case of a mobile home and tool sheds, which are turned into tiny homes, attaching them to a foundation is a very good idea, especially in areas where hurricanes or tornadoes are a thing, because they can fly in an uncontrolled way, as you see in Florida. They will go flying, then you will seriously see a lot of damage. So, yes, ideally, you should definitely attach them to the foundation or cement slab to avoid unwanted surprises. I have done that too, David S.
I just don't have it in me. I already have to yell at people at my job to be good. Like, hey, follow the rules. You're not allowed to use the bathroom here. Get out! And it's so exhausting, Michelle. I don't want to do that on YouTube unless I feel the demons overcome me, and then I gotta yell and go. Rah!
Oh, I've been known to cry on YouTube, which is even more embarrassing.
It
Well,
happens.
been there, Michelle. I've done it too.
How you doing, F60?
Good morning.
Good morning.
The only reason I have the screen off right now is we were having some problem with bandwidth earlier, and so I decided to leave the screen up to save bits.
I was wondering if it was because she was sharing in 720p. I don't know. I know Discord's kind of wonky doodle about bandwidth sometimes.
Yeah, well,
wonky doodle? That came out of my ass. I don't know.
I just wanted to say hi because I looked at that message thread. I scrolled a little bit. I was like, I'm not reading all of that.
Yeah, you talk about the group of 10.
Yeah, it's too many messages. Like I don't know why. I guess
it was
it
so
feels like...
toxic in the end. It was like, yeah, I almost hope that Killdoge had asbestos underwear because he was getting roasted.
Asbestos underwear?
Yeah, asbestos underwear. Because, I mean, they were roasting him so bad. All right, let me see if I can fix the video, make the video lower resolution here. Let's see. Video resolution, camera.
God, I forget how to change stream quality when you're sharing your screen on Discord.
I'm trying to
find out. It was like
a
nitro thing. Like you had to have nitro to have any like decent quality.
No, I don't see any option about changing screen quality for video.
Yeah, do you like buy Discord Nitro or you just have the free version? Right?
Yeah, I'm on Nitro, yeah.
Yeah, I don't pay for it either, and just because I don't really stream from Discord enough.
Normally I don't either. So, video quality, I can change audio quality to a point, but I can't do anything about video. So, I guess you leave the camera on, you're just going to have to watch the screen and watch the bit rates go right to the floor. There's nothing I can do about it other than that. So, we got a $50 super chat today from Bloomhail Day, which I appreciate very much.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah,
That's great to hear.
I was excited when I woke up. I was like, nice. Go, Michelle.
That was so nice. I was totally surprised, too.
How did your Twitch stream go, M60? Was it everything you hoped for and dreamed of?
No, I mean it was good. I just vented. That was pretty much it. I just vented about the shit I've been fucking dealing with because I don't know. It just felt like I haven't been on Twitch in so long. I went on a couple of channels and I went on this one guy's channel and like he had like a whole like custom donation system set up. I go on another person's channel. They're doing like a summer camp thing. It's weird.
Yeah,
Like it's
how was that
crazy.
person allowed to show like movie
That's
clip
Twitch.
moments?
This
You're
is why I
allowed.
left Twitch because like I would be like out here like making content and then other people would just be like live streaming shit while they sleep and I'm like that feels like cheating, you know?
Well, how okay,
But
because like if you did that on YouTube with like let's say you wanted to show a campy, scary movie that might be a little bit popular, you'd get
yeah.
popped for copyright.
And
like
they'll take it
isn't Twitch
right
like
down, and they will do it on
authoritarian
Twitch,
as
too.
fuck?
They will do
I
it
don't
on Twitch,
understand
too,
it.
for movies, too. And
They will
and
do that
Kick.
for
I've had it
certain
happen to me on
content.
Kick a few times, too, so...
But like Twitch doesn't have like the content ID system that YouTube does. So they do this kind of like thing where it's like it's okay as long as you don't get reported for it. So it's like the companies actually have to come around and actually DMCA you like
Right, they
manually.
do on
But
Kick, too, but the thing is the way I
yeah,
kind of like the Twitch to point about is Twitch will let the stream play as it is unedited, and then they'll silence that in places where the
right.
music is. But it makes keeping the replays worthless because someone's gonna be hearing the sound of silence. Yeah. Everybody will be going with the sound of silence. Hello, silence, my old friend. I come not to hear you again. I can't hear anything you're singing. I can't hear anything you're speaking. All I see is your lips as they walk quietly.
And that's the sound of Twitch silence.
But in the live stream, I saw 14
Keep going.
people, maybe
I don't know the next
more.
verse.
People listening without whining. People speaking with pleasure and joy. And the voices are singing with play as they hear.
We need to put music behind this, Michelle.
Sounds of audio. And then Kick, at least in Kick, I don't even have that worry about that. At Kick, it's like, okay, hey, yeah, copyright music, no problem. It's like
You'll like this one, Michelle. I found somebody on Twitch doing a silent subathon. So they're just sitting there in silence and
I was shocked when I saw that.
Kind of like the chat, kind of like the Silver Moon replays, right?
But yeah, it's just I don't know. I enjoyed it because there was like, I felt like I needed to get away from the drama crap around here.
Oh, I don't blame you. You need to come up for air too. Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah, definitely. That's one of the reasons why like I said, the morning shows when they're fun like this right now, it's not so bad. I don't mind doing these kind of shows. It's when they started ganging up on me on Wednesday, and I was like, oh, sorry, I'm not going to sit here for... I had mistakenly got the hair day wrong, but in a way, let me say, in a way, it's good because you got a chance to kind of bow out respectfully without...
Blessing in disguise.
Yeah, it was a blessing in disguise. Michelle could have asked to tell her, hey, since I'm here anyway, can we do my hair today? Yeah, we should have done that, actually. We could have, but...
Do you just get your roots touched up, Michelle?
Yeah.
I feel like I've asked you before. That's
Yeah.
it? You don't get a trim or anything?
Sometimes I do. Depends on the day. Depends how much money I have available.
Does she style your hair at all? Or is it just like you
Kind
get
of.
bleached and then she's like, get out of here?
No, she's not that rough. No, she does touch the roots, but then if I want to get it trimmed up a little, it's like a 10, 15 extra, which is fine.
It's not terrible at all.
No.
Michelle, they wanted to charge me for a trim $50.
Yeah.
$50.
Yeah.
I'm like, girl, what?
Some of them do that, and then that's kind of for a woman's trim they usually charge more. But since she's kind of realizes my hair in some ways is kind of something that helps them, but people finding them more about Eclipse. But it used to be called Eclipse Salon. It became known as Jessica's Barber Shop, and so Taylor and Jessica were like, "Oh, hey, Michelle's kind of our product in the sense that she's there on the air, so people now know more about us because she goes in here every week. We retouch her hair for $60. Their typical retouch and bleaching is usually not $60. It's more like $160.
Yep, that's so true. I was going to ask you, Michelle, because that's not cheap.
Yeah, I had a friend that did a video on Frogan, and she's saying that the way that she was getting her nails done was probably running her like at least like $80 a week for her to do.
Wow.
And I was like, why do y'all pay this much money just for your nails?
It depends on a lot of factors too. It's like the material you're using to get your nails done, if you get the little charms, the length of the nail, but a lot of women get it done
because Frogan commented on it, she was like, no, they're like more like 150. Like,
yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Well, she might have, here's the thing, to save money, honestly, she might buy nail sets that can come off, and then she can interchange the nail sets.
You still gonna know to put some nail polish on where the gap is between the real nail and the nail set, though. You know,
getting acrylic done every week is gonna destroy your nail bed. Your nail beds are gonna be gummy and nasty. I wouldn't do it. Ooh. Yeah. But if she got press-ons or like glue-on, nails. Started getting crazy about it. But it's like a big statement piece, right? Like you could tell someone's personality by their nails, or like it can make you look more or less professional in a certain situation.
Problem. Okay, also, this is more of a thing in the Afro-American community, but I do see it sometimes among the white people where some of these women would get hair pieces, like with wigs, and then they get the wigs glued on with wig glue, and because they're, you know how a lot of black hair is kind of kinky and snarly, and then like a black man was showing the reality about when they take their wig off, how much the glue they gotta get off, and how the poor woman's head underneath looks like Ray Brown with a couple pieces gone. Because the poor hair can't really grow and breathe properly. And the reason that these women do that is like, hey, I want my hair to look good. Oh, see, your poor real natural hair is gonna look like roadkill. It's like putting vinyl siding on a house that you haven't even treated the original wood siding underneath.
I think a lot of black women have been told that their hair is unmanageable, and so I think they lean towards different hairstyles, but some women just like the ease of a wig. I know white ladies that love putting on a wig. You know what I mean?
I think wear it's just a wig on my show. I don't like the ease of a wig. It's hot. It is.
I mean, there's plenty of men that love the ease of a wig too. You know.
That's true. That's true. I do know some men that love wigs. I don't know. I think because some of these wigs are really freaking pretty, man. I've seen especially I love the when you can get like a good wig where it's like the hair is braided and huge. Like anybody that can braid hair, I'm always
Well,
like
here's the thing that
mesmerized by.
this one person asked the woman, "How much is it costing you for the whole wig job?" And she said,
Oh.
"Oh, well, about $600 to $1,000."
Yep.
And like, what? You're talking about that, what, a month? Something like that? And like, oh yeah, first we gotta fit the wig. Okay, I get that. Oh, which means we gotta glue it. We gotta glue a wig cap onto my scalp, and then we gotta glue the wig onto the wig cap, and then we gotta style it. And then I'm like, holy crap! I could never afford to do that. I don't even know how people got the money to do that. I can't even figure it. I mean,
some people put their expenses into their looks, Michelle, over other priorities. And some people looking good is better than being hungry or you know, doing something else. A lot of people, their personal aesthetic, like a lot of these girls are like Instagram people, or you know, like they have to keep up appearances. Unfortunately, we're in a very appearance
kind of like the TV show from the UK called Keeping Up Appearances, right? Whereas Hyacinth wants everything perfect, and her poor husband there is like freaking out. I forgot what his name was now. Trying to make his wife's world perfect for her. I think that's what you're talking about. Same kind of thing, you know, where it puts her chips on her on the people around them. But like my case, I would like to just be able to live my American dream as best I can and have eventually my own home. I'm not so crazy that I'm gonna go out there and risk everything without a plan. That you can sell from the way I was planning this whole damn thing. I'm not the kind of person that goes out there half-cocked. And that's probably the reason why I'll probably never be able to fully achieve it, because I've already covered every possible ding-dong possibility. That's why I pulled up the other one about my zodiac chart. So you can see I'm the kind of person that takes life seriously. You know. More like a kind of psychological warfare. So what do you guys think, though? I'm talking about people in the audience as well. I mean, what do you think? Do you think Michelle was really wrong when she planned instead of micro detail, where she did everything, knows what everything is, dots her I's, crosses her T's, looks into the code variances, zoning, everything, even though at this point it is probably just more of an academic project? I mean, is that wrong?
No. I don't think so, Michelle. Like, okay, I think Michelle at the baseline, like, is it hurting anybody? Does it make you happy? If it's not hurting anybody, cool beans. And if it makes you happy, I say keep doing it. Who cares?
I mean, it's true. Sometimes it does get frustrating for me too, but then I could just put it aside for a little bit and say, come back to it later. I mean,
but I like to think about things too, Michelle. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'll think about like nonsensical things all day, and as long as it's like not affecting anybody's life, like I don't really see an issue. Like, if I was like, oh, I want to build the entire Eiffel Tower out of hot dogs, and I just talked about that for weeks on end for some reason. Like, it's not hurting anybody, and I like talking about building
Frankfurter Lincoln Logs.
Yeah,
that would be kind of
then I'd get Wafters to make an equation on how many hot dogs would it take to build the Eiffel Tower. And he'd do it. He would do the math for me. That depends on
what scale you're talking about. If you're talking about 1/87th scale, like for HO.
No, we're building it real scale, Michelle.
Oh, Jesus. Good luck.
Yep. How many hot dogs would that take?
I can't even begin to guess.
No, I think you
See,
have to have some ambitions and like you've got to idealize what you want before it, comes about.
right. It's the idea. It's the muse of inspiration comes to you, and then it's like,
I
okay,
agree.
What's
now I got the
that?
idea, and let's start looking at the facts and start designing around the facts. That's part of life. Inspiration works like
What's
that.
that saying about like shoot for the moon and you'll because either way you'll end up in the stars or some shit like that.
Or you'll end up crashing to the ground and burning. Ah, so
No, it's
no,
something
that's
like
one of the
shoot for the
reasons
moon because
why.
even if you miss, you'll still end up in the stars. Something along those lines.
That's one of the reasons why I think most Virgos by nature try to keep things kind of grounded. They're not gonna go out there and deliberately.
I found the quote.
Oh, thank you.
Norman Vincent, I can't pronounce this last name, so I'm not going to try. Peale. Shoot for the moon, even
Peel.
if you miss.
Normal Vincent
Peel?
Peel.
Peel. Okay, that's what I was figuring. Shoot for the moon, even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars.
Yeah.
But no, I mean it's true. You've got to have some ambition in life. Otherwise, and I feel like again, this is some cheesy line from a movie. That's not a movie, but I mean, some cheesy line from a movie about like if you don't have dreams, you just kind of wither away.
Well, that's true. That's not necessarily false. And what you can realize also as an adult, you realize that sometimes to achieve those dreams is going to require some legwork.
Yeah.
Don't expect someone else to do the building. I mean, unless you're going to put something into it too. Because if you have someone else building their dream, and yet you want to be part of their dream, that's fine. But you're going to have to put something towards it.
Yeah. I don't know. I think you've been doing well, Michelle, and I hope they just
And like I said, if you saw that
unclench.
the group of 10 chat, you probably realize they got a lot of dissenters that are not happy. But
Well, I mean, I just feel like I don't feel like I've ever made them feel unwelcome. I don't think Brittany ever has. Like, it's not that. Nobody just
they just don't want change.
I'm not trying to take anybody's place in your life,
right.
Michelle. I am just me. And Michelle, if you do not like me, you're more than welcome to tell me.
Yeah.
And then I will go away.
I do not have any problems
that's
with you,
simple.
M60 or Leftcast. I don't have any problem with any three of you. I don't have any problem with them either. But the thing is that they don't want to see the changes that I'm aiming for. They have a different goal in mind, and it's a different view, and that's fine. But like I also pointed out, is look, you got to do what you got to do. Since this is from me, this is not a hobby. This is how I pay my bills. This is how I take care of the things I need to do. If the money's not there, and if for heaven forbid, if the rent ever goes up again, another $200, which is average going rent in my state is like $1,200 a month for a one bedroom, I want to be homeless. That's not a funny thing. That's not because I'm selfish. It's because that's just a reality. I'm lucky. I got an apartment for $1,000 a month with heat and hot water included, garbage and silver. That's incredibly inexpensive in this day and age.
Michelle, they made me start paying for trash recently. They like changed my. Well, they used to pay it through the water company, and then they ended up taking that away. Like they ended up changing my water company, but they left my trash service with the other place, and so now I have to pay a separate trash bill. And I'm like, who does this? Is this a real thing?
Well, my landlord pays a separate trash hauler, so
I keep wondering if I don't pay it, what are they going to do? Because like the truck just comes down and like picks up cans.
They just,
I don't think
they skip your house.
I don't believe that. I just don't believe that. I think they'd pick it up anyway.
They might bill you then. I know I have somebody in my real life. that doesn't
Who knows? Maybe the other
pay their
company you're
trash.
paying maybe pays them. Maybe they worked out the deal where the other company that you contracted out to is paying them to do the job.
Their whole property has become trash heaven, and they haul their trash to their employer, and that's where they dump their trash. They do illegal dumping. Yeah. Oh, Yep.
I'm hoping they're gonna come around too, guys.
I mean, I have done that before. Yeah, no, look, I just don't see any difference between what you're doing, like, for example, today and a month ago, because you were doing the same shows then.
Yeah, the morning shows are still the same. Yeah, they haven't changed.
Yeah, I mean, so I don't know what
in fact,
exactly
I even
the issue is.
explained that in that one morning show and then and the Discord show is probably going to remain the same for the most part. We're not changing much. But I think was that they wanted me to do different kind of content, if that makes any sense. And that doesn't make a lot of sense. But then they grew up in an environment, they're used to watching another kind of show that I'm not. So, yeah.
You know what I will say though is I feel like Noodles is the one that held them all together. As to
You're
why,
right, he did. Unfortunately, he decided to go for greener pastures too, because YouTube.
I miss Noodles more than anybody else around here, if I'm being honest.
I miss Noodles also, but he obviously, apparently, he was thrown off of YouTube. He didn't just leave; he was thrown off of YouTube by YouTube, and they terminated his channel. And he said, "Fine, I'm gonna go elsewhere because this is not working for me anymore." And that is happening to a lot of content creators. They're doing that because YouTube's changes have not really worked out for some channels, where other channels are doing fine.
Noodles knows Anthony Cumia and like Compound Media people and knew of Red Bar, and that was really, really intriguing to me. And then it was just fun to say that you two and you and M60 were a couple, and it just made me giggle and laugh. I had a good time, and now all this, look at us, we're divorced. We're a divorced family now.
A broken home.
Look at what you've done.
It is true. YouTube has the largest audience. There's no doubt about that. But I also pointed out this morning that I want to focus more on video content. Where is the first word out of their mouth? Oh, live stream it. I don't want to just live stream because that doesn't have evergreen content. Live streaming does not give you evergreen content. If you want content that is likely to be possibly viewed for, years later, it needs...
Yeah, so Michelle showed me her analytics, and she has this video about how to hook up like a Roku to like an old TV or whatever.
Yeah.
And that video is still getting like a few hundred views every month, and it's like, that's the kind of stuff that like it does end up like drawing like new people to your channel.
Right, that kind of stuff. That was a lucky
when
that
they
was
just
a lucky
find
break
you
with
randomly.
That one. But whereas if you go back to the live streams from around the same period, how many of them are still pertinent to this date? None. Because they age like old milk. They don't hold interest. They go sour, they go stale, they go rancid, and nobody wants to watch a video from 2018 because the live streams in 2018 covered things that we don't cover in 2026. So
right.
That's one of the reasons and YouTube itself has said, we would like to see more long form content, maybe about 22 to 30 minutes that people could watch on their televisions. I'm like, okay, that's fine with me. That's how I get started. I mean, these morning shows do pretty good. And right now we're not because we had to start over. We have 15 views right now, 10 minutes viewer average engagement. That's because the OBS got stuck. That's not because no one liked the content, because this morning we were up to 26 people when I first started. So people are watching the morning shows. But after the morning show, maybe they might come back maybe a day or two later. That's it. The viewership just dropped right into the cellar. People don't come back and watch the replay months to years later on a live stream.
I think unless there's like a super funny moment that happens, I agree, right? I feel like I only go back to older live streams if I'm like, oh, I remember this person's name, Blooby Blah.
Well, I
gotta
mean,
go
clips.
back to...
I mean, clips are fine. If you take a clip that's funny, then maybe that might be a thing. But to watch the original stream will probably just bore everybody to death. You know. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to do more of the videos. Like I wanted to talk about after I take care of some domestic things this afternoon. Maybe sit down outside because it's kind of hot. Gonna be a kind of hot day here, and just talk about the things I like to talk about, the designing of things like solar panels, and I can also show my slide rule at the same time, showing it actually being used for math.
M60, when you watch a stream, I know we've kind of talked about gaming streams a little bit, but like a design game where like Michelle can like design a living space or like SimCity-esque, I would watch the shit out of that. I am not gonna lie to you.
Or I could always design a house in home design 3D as well. I did do some streams where I was or videos where I was actually designing a house on camera, and that was kind of fun because. But I think because but the problem is I move things around so much on the screen, it'll probably make you seasick watching me flipping back and forth between screens. But yeah, you could do videos where you're designing a house, showing the layout, with the included housing, furniture, things like that. They even have figures, human figures that you could put in the house, like what the jacuzzi is, and on the pool side and stuff like that too. Home Design 3D, that would be wonderful. Or even in Sims 4. Actually, I prefer Sims 3, but Sims 3 is my favorite, where I'm designing the house, and I want to see how the people interacting in the house. That's fun, too. City Skyline version 1, I have so many expansion packs for that, which is kind of great, because you get to build a house, a city. It's like somebody asked me about being a city planner. I really did pretty good in City Skylines, being a city planner. Deciding where to put the schools, the hospitals, the libraries, residential zone, commercial zones, investing in a lot of my time installing things like my municipal heating and hot water systems, electric and gas lines. That's what I would do in the game. Is just what I did for the commune, but for a whole city.
I just think that would be interesting. I don't know, the driving stuff, I'm not much of a driving fan, so that would be the gaming content that would get me going like, whoa!
Well, no, yeah, I was going to say Home Design 3D is the one, definitely, if it's a, house designing, because it's just like, it's just basically like a kind of Sims without all of the managing people, the people kind of thing.
Yeah, Home Design 3D, I could even draw the commune. Because it's calibrated down into, either metric or feet and inches. I could actually draw it. And then I could, example, drop where I would put the, furniture and the bathroom toilet thing. If they don't have an outhouse, but okay. But honestly, if you were going to draw one with an outhouse, I think you probably might want to put a flush toilet on top of the septic tank. I don't think you want to put Yeah, I definitely would put an outhouse with maybe a flush toilet. The problem is keeping the pipes from freezing. Um, I could certainly show that design in Home Design 3D. I'd build a beautiful house in Home Design 3D. I'd love to build it for real. God, it would cost a fortune. That house is that thing is the bomb, man. That house is absolutely unbelievably posh.
Michelle, do you mind if I post David's channel in the chat? I didn't know he
Go
made
ahead.
content.
Go ahead.
He's really close to 500 subs, and I know that's one of the monetization tiers for that. So,
Well, congratulations, Unrestricted. And congratulations to you, David S.
no, yeah, he's talking about David's channel. He's saying he's only one away from like 500. Yeah,
Boom. Hopefully you got the 500. Let's see.
Speaking of monetization,
you're at 500 now.
I'm not that far away from getting monetized either. The only problem I ran into is I can't have an AdSense account. So whose AdSense am I going to be on? Probably mine.
No, I already told you, Lumi, if you would just stream a little bit more, you might hit 500 subs.
Yeah, but then how do I get the AdSense?
You just link it up to Michelle's.
Yeah, we do that.
It's doable. Because I have two channels linked to my AdSense, and so
yeah,
you can do it.
Well, that's something we can talk about Loom when it gets closer to that time. What about if they start asking for my ID? Well, look, let's just deal with one thing at a time right now, okay?
Yeah.
You're only at 379 right now. I mean, you do got the watch hours. So let's just get you up to like 1,000 subs, and then just to be safe, and then we'll talk about it. Also, I'd like to remind you to check out the Silver Moon Radio AM 1610 on Sunday night. It's 7 o'clock on Kick and Twitch. It's a music show. We play music, records, MP3s, sometimes YouTube videos, music, songs. AI music is also sometimes a part of it, and we'd love to have you there. It's a pretty small thing. It's like 8 people average. I'd love to go up to 32, 64 people, but it's a radio show. What do you do with a radio? You turn it on and listen to it. Exactly. You don't even have to chat. You know, I mean, you can. I do read the chats, and I do sometimes when I'm getting a chance, I'll respond to the questions.
Are you still doing Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or are you finished with that one?
We finished with this series, but I might redo it again from the beginning.
I do have some old-time radio requests.
Well, post.
They're short, though.
Right now, we played Mary Southern on, which is a radio serial. I absolutely hate it. I thought it sucked.
So my mom's a old time radio collector, and so that rubbed off on me. I like suspense, and I grew up listening to fucking Jack Benny, and those type of things. Mm-hmm. Edgar Bergen. I'm I'm like a old person and a young person.
Well, if you have a fresh source of media that I don't know of, because the Internet Archive does have a lot, but sometimes I'm looking for music programs.
Just music? Okay. I'm more
not just music, but I definitely want more music, big band sound. I got to get the Saturday night at the Grand Ole Opry, which is great. I played that. And right right now I'm also featuring so many YouTube AI stories, which the ones I like. So I
Do you
think
like the ink spots, Michelle,
I never heard of
at
that
all?
one.
They did If I Didn't Care More Than Words Can Say. You should know that song.
Okay.
I'll post it. I'll send you a link. You if you heard them, you'd go, "Oh, them." I've heard a couple radio spots of them. My mom really didn't listen to like the music entirely, right? Like she was more interested in like cuz she used to drive everywhere, so long form like radio content was what we were listening to. Oh my god, when it's Christmas, can we listen to the fucking Cinnamon Bear? Oh, dude, the
Well,
Cinnamon
last
Bear.
week
Y'all know about the Cinnamon Bear?
we played a radio. Well, not really an old time radio, but I would consider kind of then maybe a variation of new time radio, where it was a story about aliens try a Earth gym and regretted it. That was kind of funny. Um, I was laughing my ass off with that one. It was like aliens are trying out an Earth gym and experiencing leg day and CrossFit and all this other stuff and all the agony that they're having. That was just funny. There's a few I would like to play. One of them I might play again, even though it makes me sad to listen to it. Is about the robotic cat that is rescued by a mechanic. It's a robotic cat, not a real cat. I've actually read stories of real cats too, but this is a robot cat. And I have a very strong affinity for inanimate objects. I don't know why, and maybe you do the same. Ever feel like sometimes like some inanimate objects have feelings?
I definitely, I feel like I haven't felt that way in a long time, but I do feel like when I was a lot younger, like I felt that way. That
I mean, like
I kind of
I
attributed
notice, like
personalities to.
I mean, like for example, I think this M1 Mac Mini's got feelings because I think it's happy because it's treated well. It's not like it's abused. It's not hurt or beat up. But I think I think it's happy to serve. Because it knows that it's been treated well. It's got fresh, good electricity. It's got good internet for the most part. Um, and that's just the way I feel about it.
I mean, a computer, like a car, like almost anything. I mean, you do have to, metaphorically take care of it for
Yeah.
these things to serve you. Well, to
Yeah.
serve you well, at least. Yeah.
Well, I know that in the Japanese culture, inanimate objects are sometimes seen as having a soul. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah. No, I don't know that I would go that far. That I actually believe that.
Well, what about the similarly "I love you" bear that sits on my couch, for example?
Yeah.
I mean, you've seen this, right? You've seen the "I love you" bear that sits on my couch. Look, it's on the screen there. You can see the little bear is kind of on the corner there, kind of got a little bit knocked over in the side. It's next to the Hello Kitty and the millennial. Oh, it's right next to the Hello Kitty, but it's got flipped horns. They need to resort them out. It looks like they're kind of going to just shove it a little bit, but that's my Hello Bear over there. It says "I love you" on the T-shirt. It's really cute.
No, Michelle, is that where you're going to be streaming from tonight?
No, but it could. But then I won't be able to easily read the chat. Well, yeah, I could. I'll do that.
Yeah, no, I mean, if you can read the chat from there for sure. Just because I was going to say it, you were talking about tonight doing a stream just like on your own, right?
Right, just you type, I answer your questions. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm glad. I feel like I do feel like every stream has been some type of a panel, so it's welcome break from the regular, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the story time. It's just that I think some people are getting kind of impatient with the story time because it's like you're typing in a message and then we have to listen to Grok read it. But what they don't realize is that if I had to read all that text myself, because my eyes don't work as good as they used to be, so it would be really hard to read pages and pages and pages of text.
Oh, you know what I saw last night, Michelle? I bet you like I don't know. It's really trolly, but like just hear me out, okay? So like on Twitch, so they all have these like crazy like donation alert systems or whatever.
We
One
have
of
one of those
them
here.
like yeah, well one of them has like an AI system where it'll do like text to speech voices of like different people. And it'll do like image generation. So somebody can pay like $3, type in a prompt, and it'll generate an image on the screen.
Oh, I didn't see that.
But I
That'd be
noticed
different. That'd be different.
well, no, I noticed somebody donated to this guy yesterday and they did a whole Suno song too, where like they paid and it like generated the entire like song and like played it on stream all at once. I thought it was crazy.
Yeah, what the thing is though is I'm afraid if somebody had the ability to just randomly draw anything, that somebody might try something that's unsavory and then all of a sudden
Oh
somebody
yeah.
yeah.
That's the risk you take on Twitch. Like people put in these crazy things, but that's the risk you take is because I think the song last night was something about, this streamer likes to, suck dick or whatever. So it was something trolly like that.
Right. Yeah.
But I just thought it was crazy they even had that.
It's just that YouTube is so unforgiving if you did that. I've been on YouTube for 16 years, coming on 17 years. To lose my channel because someone decided to make a virtual dick pic would piss me off. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, and even on Twitch, you have to be careful with that stuff.
Yeah, I want to get some mods over on Twitch. I mean, M60 knows more about Twitch. Maybe he could kind of help mod. If you come over to Twitch, let me know when you're there. I can mod you, or you can let me know what your name is. I can add you as a mod. I could use another mod on Twitch. We don't have any.
Yeah, I don't think. I mean, no offense, Michelle. I don't think you have anybody watching on Twitch. Hold on, I can.
No,
I'm still
not
logged in
really.
from
Not
last
on a
night.
regular
I can
basis
type in
anyway.
there.
Once in a while, I do.
Oh no! Hold on, I don't know when that was from, but somebody said, "Why are you on your roof?" Roof. Somebody said roof streaming. They think you're streaming on the roof on Twitch.
No. You know what? I can see what they would think, though. Thank you very much for the jewels. Thank you, Spaghetti Mono. Much appreciated. No, I'm not. That's actually a background in my main street where I live. And yes, that's a real background. That's not a projection. So, yes, that's my real background. So, thank you very much for that.
Streaming on the roof.
Michelle, you should get a fan and like strategically place it, and then it would look like you're even more on the roof.
I got a fan blowing on me right now, actually.
I do always love the fan, like when I see streamers that they have the fan on them and it's like blowing their hair in the wind. In fact, I feel like I saw Gidgey do that recently, and I was like, just how dramatic. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Oh no, there is somebody in the Twitch chat. I don't know if it's repeating back to your YouTube.
I don't know why Gidgey's saying what she said.
No,
LMAO, no mods go crazy on Twitch. Well,
yeah, I think she's saying no mods on Twitch.
We don't have any mods right now on Twitch, but we are live right now on Twitch.
So I just followed you. I haven't, like I said, I haven't logged into Twitch in years. But I just followed you. I have to wait 10 minutes before I can say anything.
Is it called? Are you known as M60? Because you are. I can mod you.
It's M60 _.
Oh, that's
One of the
right.
main
And
reasons I left Twitch is they wouldn't take that damn underscore out of my name.
yeah, well, I understand what you're saying there. Yeah. www.twi. There you go. Let's log again. Are you in there now? Because if you are, I can
I
match
mean,
it.
I'm in there, but I can't type anything just because I'm waiting on the 10 minutes.
Mod.
If you type /mod space
Let me
M60
see.
underscore,
Underscore.
that'll
I
do
got
it.
it. Underscore, not exclamation
Yeah.
point. Okay. Game moderator privileges to M60 underscore. Good.
All right, there you go.
So at least now I got a mod. So right now there are 3 watching right now. So there are 3 people watching right now in Twitch. So that's a good thing. Can I gift a sub to like I can on YouTube? No, it's different. That sucks. That'd be nice.
No, you can give subs on Twitch.
Yeah, but I had to pay for them, right?
Oh yeah, you have to pay for it. If you mean you gifting subs, yeah, you have to pay for them.
Yeah.
On YouTube, they give you like free subs.
Yeah,
that
they
you
give you
can... Do you
10
ever
free
use
ones.
that? Yeah, okay, you use that, right?
Yeah, I
Where you
already
can
used
give
up
out
my
the
10
free
free
subs on
ones.
YouTube. Yeah. It's good to use those just because it reminds people, hey, like...
Right.
Our air quality fell to 55. I can breathe, but I still feel poison.
Yeah.
Good Lord. Stay safe out there.
Wear N95 outside.
How you doing, Rocky? How you doing today?
Person.
Yeah, so today is going to be, hell, I could even do a video out on the porch if I really want to, except unfortunately it's going to be 8 o'clock, and the guy and his wife and the kids are going to be going to bed about 8 o'clock, and then he's going to start getting all grumpy and grouchy mad if I'm outside on the porch at 8 o'clock at night, which sucks so bad. Like, dude, I'm not allowed to sit on my porch and talk to people on my YouTube channel? That's not fair. Maybe it's because you can be kind of loud. I can be.
Yeah, you just don't want to bother your neighbors, I think.
Yeah. That's okay. We were at 165 and we're normally lower than 55. That's okay. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. We have to take care of some domestic stuff. Yes, laundry, socks, some socks, definitely some socks. And we had a good time, M60. I left you a message, M60 as well. And so you might want to get back to me on that. But since you saw what the message was about, I'm sure you got opinions you want to say about it to me in private. So you guys want to say anything before we wrap it up?
No, thank you for having me, Michelle. I appreciate it. I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you tonight.
Yeah, hopefully
Michelle.
I'll see you tonight in the text chat.
Michelle, I agree. Thank you.
All right. And thanks for coming in by Brittany too, and I'll see you tonight as well.
Yes. Thank you for having me on. Always great. I hope you have a great day. And then what time is the show?
If you want to comment on the drawings I've done, just feel free to.
On what? Repeat that. Sorry, Michelle.
Like what we were talking about in the tech talk and Gab. If you want to talk to me about that, just feel free. I'm usually free.
Okay.
All right. So I'll see you guys in a little bit later on tonight. So.
All right. Have a good night. What time? 8?
8 o'clock, yes. Eastern time.
Okay. All right. Bye. Have a good day.
Yeah. Bye-bye. Okay, so got a good day. Right now it's gonna be warm, so I want to get some things done outside. Yeah, I did some of that earlier this week. All right, so let's get the blessings out here. Make sure I'm on the right screen here. Yes. May all of you have a happy and safe day. May your sun shine on the just and the unjust alike. May your days be pleasant and strong. May you be happy singing a happy song all day long. Don't forget we're here for you Monday through Saturday at 10 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time. And don't forget this year, you do not have to set your clock back an hour in November. That's going to be interesting how that works out. Yeah. And that we want you to remember that we're here for you. That's the main point. The service is ended. Time to go. Peace, God, and love. And don't forget to be excellent to one another. Like and share and hype this streams too. Amen. Amen. And we'll see you tonight at 8 o'clock. Until then, bye-bye. Bye-bye, guys. Bye-bye.
Michelle Marie Dalene, I will always be there for you. Michelle, never stop believing in yourself. Go out there and show the world what you can do. Go kick some ass and have a good time doing it. I love both of you so much. I love how far you have come on YouTube.
In December